Hey y'all, it's Crystal coming to you from the beautiful North Georgia mountains. I can actually look out and see the lake from our rental here in Rayburn County. But I have been crafting while I've been on spring break and just wanting to show you what I've been making. And I mentioned in my previous video that I kind of just threw my stuff together. I didn't have time to go through my little travel bag, and so I wasn't sure what I had. But one thing I did bring this time, instead of like paper pads or anything like that, I brought this stack of 6x6 papers that I got at the thrift store a few years ago. And this was, some of the paper matches, some doesn't. It is literally just a hodgepodge. And it was somebody's 12x12 papers, and they cut them all into 6x6. So what I did is, like I said, I brought this. I'm trying to use up, I consider this my scraps because it's not really full things. It is all different things, and it's not things I would usually buy. Like, so I've paper clipped this stack together because I think they may coordinate together. But really the rest of it, I might have one or two papers that seem like they match, and the rest is just, it's all mixed up. So I brought that. I brought some card banks, and I went through and I found, like I said, some papers that I thought that matched. Trying to use this up, and let me show you what I've created. So I chose this polka dot paper, sorry to say fabric, this red and this brown. And actually these have designs on the other side that you'll see in other cards. And then I really don't think this matched it, but because it had the matching blue, I did pull it in. So I did 4 cards where you stack them up and chop them, and then you mix up the pieces. And I've done 3 cards before, but I don't know that I had done 4 pieces of paper before. So you can see that they're all cut the same. So you stack these up, you cut them, your card front, you stack them up, you chop them, and then you mix them around. I did bring my dies on vacation. So I did some dies, and I don't usually take a lot of time to do these because they're kind of, I don't know, I haven't managed how to figure out how to do these intricate dies, so I don't do them a lot. But on vacation, I got time, my kids are fishing, so I did it. And then I used this flower die, and so it's kind of consistent with that. I actually used some of the circles that were on this paper as the centers. So I did those 4. And then I just kept going because I had more paper. And so then I started doing, where you do like a third of it down is a different color. This was actually the back of this brown paper. So like I said, I think, because the red and the brown are the same texture type paper. So I really think they match or coordinate. Maybe from the same collection, maybe from a paper pad. This is the other side of the red or brown one. Maybe this is the brown and then this is the red. So you're seeing some of the other side of the paper. Pulled in some blue here, and this was another paper I pulled in with some navy on it. So I thought since this had the kind of pinwheels, I did the pinwheels on this one. And there's another one I did. I did bring, one of the things, I think the only punch I brought was this border kind of scallop punch, and I've used it a lot. So I did those. That one I broke up because I'm getting down to the ends of the paper. So that's 8 cards. And then I started getting into my scrappy papers. So I did this one, did 2 flag ones, and then I pulled in another sheet of blue, and I did bring, I think, 2 embossing folders. So I pulled in this blue and, using up the last of my scraps. I only have a couple of scraps left. So on the last ones, I did a monogram because I did bring my letter dies, and so I don't have to worry about sentiments. I actually made these as monogram cards. So I got 12 total cards from those pieces of paper. And I can't tell you how many pieces of paper it was, but it was the papers I had that coordinated, and then I brought in some extras. Okay, then I did the same thing with this flowery paper, and it was really, these are honestly all random papers. So then I pulled in a dark pink, a light pink, and a green. And so I made this had dark and light pink, and they're pretty close. If you lay them on top of each other, they're maybe not exact. But I did the same method with the 4 papers. And notice I used that scallop paper punch on these. I also used a little bit, some strips there. And then I die cut some flowers out and leaves out of the pink and green. So I did those 4. I also did monograms on these, so I didn't have to worry about any sentiments. That may be my go-to thing now when I'm on vacation. And then I didn't want just a set of 4, so I actually did 4 of these smaller cards using 3 pieces of paper because I didn't have any more green left and I didn't want to bring in another color of green. So I did just the 3 this time. So I have 8 cards to go in that one. I did add a flower to this one. So it was 3 pieces of paper. So there's those 3. And then this was, again, getting down to the scraps. This was what was left. So there we go. So I did 2 sets of cards, 1 8 and 1 12, and I will have those to give away. And I got specific people in mind since I did put their monograms on it. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. It's very short, sweet, and to the point, I hope. Until next time, see you later.